Pepe, good morning.
Good morning, Diego. How are you, my friend?
Good, how are you?
All good.
I think we are in the background that you can call home for you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's a
Football pitch, a professional team training. I think not a better way to start the day.
I can say it's my usual scenario.
Scenario,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's a good place to have a talk about something that I can see you enjoy a lot to talk about it. You have a lot of experience. It's been part of your work for a long time, and I think it's a good time with all the changes, challenges that you've been facing in professional and personal life in terms of nutrition, performance, recovery, and all of this.
Yeah.
So, Pepe, give a quick introduction about yourself. Where are you from?
Okay.
How long you been working with professional athletes? How long you have been in Dubai?
I'm a sports scientist, football coach, football fitness coach. I'm working in especially in football more than 25 years. And then, as Diego said, many things are changing. It's much different 20 years ago, 10 years ago, and now, because the tendency, because the mentality, because the people, hopefully, I think is taking more seriously to keep healthy and to pay attention about the lifestyle. And also in professional sport, yeah, I can say I could see the evolution of the football players, if we are talking not only about professional and also about people who is just making sport. They pay more attention about the nutrition, about to have a right training to compete. And then, yeah, it's a big difference. Now, we have a lot of information in social media that is also sometimes dangerous because you don't know who to follow, what is the right information, yeah. But at least it's important that people pay attention about that.
Yeah, I think you mentioned something important today in social media, on the news. There's a lot of information. A lot of people, let's say, selling themselves as the gurus, the expert, and they know everything. And so how to filter that? Because you have all these different types of diets. Some people say to eat eggs is healthy. Some people say no, don't eat eggs, or don't drink coffee, or drink coffee. So there are a lot of information. As you said, from 20 years ago, when you start working in this field with professional players or professional athletes, what was the main change, or how do you implement? Let's take football as an example. You have 20 players in the team. Not all of them can do the same diet, the same nutrition. They have different backgrounds, different body types, different recovery time, or they lose more weight than others during the match. So how? So I know it's a lot of questions now, but let's see. Let's start from the first one. What's the main difference from 20 years ago to now in terms of information and nutrition?
Yeah, the approach changed a lot. I can say it's much different what I learned in the university when I take my education, yeah, as a sports scientist, and now, yeah, I had a lot of not right approach regarding nutrition, even regarding the training. And now many things change about that. We can speak about protein resources. There are many studies now show that, for example, eggs, they are very good for everyone. Also about the carbs, you can say that usually for a sport, you know, as athlete, that you compete in many different kind of sports, more in like triathlon, like all these things. Even the approach for the carbs is different. Many people is also training and make competitions in fasting because we have a lot of research that shows help you to be more healthy. Before, for everyone was like recommendation to eat 5 times per day, that you cannot train without enough carbs in your body, and this is not right. But like you say, you need to understand each person is different, about the habits, about the culture, about the previous history, and then you cannot change the life from one day to another day. I changed my life a lot in these things and try to explain to people that is a journey, and step by step you need to feel if it's working for you or not. Yeah, like you say, maybe for you it's important a low carb diet, maybe you need a keto, maybe it depends of the target. Yeah, you want to lose weight or just to recover a healthy digestion because you have some problems in the gut. Then for each person is different, but everything changes a lot, and we have many examples of people that have a better performance with less quantity of food, less quantity of meals, and changing the resources for protein, for healthy fats in this case, and for carbs as well.
Yeah, you mentioned about fasting or keto. Again, it's a lot of information there. People say that you need to follow this diet or that diet, but it's difficult to know until you try, right? Because maybe for you the fasting works, but for me it doesn't work in the same way, or we don't have the same result. Each person, each body reacts different, and you should not set as a rule. Okay, everyone needs to do fasting or everyone needs to do keto. It's a try and error, right?
Yeah. In my opinion, it's just to have we can give some general recommendations for everyone and then go individual. But general recommendation for sure will work to reduce the quantity of meals. The industry want for us to eat 5 times per day because then they can sell more food. Yeah. And it's not because you need, it's because of a business. For everyone can work to eat 3 times per day. You don't need to eat more. And maybe you can eat 2 times per day, 1 time per day, or you need 4 times per day because you are an athlete and you need an extra meal. Yeah, but in general, we can take some recommendations like try to reduce the quantity of meals, and also we don't need too many carbs for our life if you are not a professional athlete or people that making a lot of sport. Even if you are making a lot of sport, could be a good recommendation to not eat too many pasta or rice, like usually say for all the athletes. No, you have different options, much more healthier, and you can be safe about your performance.
But even the professional athletes, depends on the sport, is a different diet, right?
Sure.
A football player would do a different diet than a tennis player or a triathlete or a runner, right? Because some sports is more explosive, some is more like endurance, some you need the extra. They say even some sport you need that extra fat in the body, no? Like so during the exercise, you can burn that, or you have some extra energy in the body. So how you deal with with the football team, because you're very involved with the professional football players. How you differentiate? I guess you have the base of the diet for the whole team, but then you need to study or know each player, right? How you do? What's the process? Do you have a test that you do with each of them at the beginning, or is more a personal chat? Hey, how are you feeling? Are you recovering well? Do you have the energy for today? How that works?
I can see 2 main approaches. One is first is to understand the body composition. If the player is in a right shape, yeah, and with a good body composition, or is too much fat, and then we need to reduce. This is first, yeah, and then to go individual with each player. And second is the load. During the week is different load. Then when you have more load, maybe you need more carbs. When you have less load, not. And then this combination between your body composition and the load during the week is what you need to manage in general for everyone, but also to go individual.
Yeah, because I guess some players, they escape a little bit the diet, no? They go...
Most of the players, but as I say, I can see a big difference last 10 years, how the players now are much more professional and they pay more attention about the nutrition, about the preparation for the training.
Yeah.
Also the pre-activation, the complementary work in the gym. Now is they know that it helps them.
Yeah, but I guess because of the advanced technology as well, right? You can track better from the beginning and the evolution of the performance, and that is related. Everything is related, no? The nutrition, the sleep, when we say nutrition, is
Is-
the food,
This
is
very
the sleep,
this very topic
recover.
because we're speaking about the training and the food, but the resting time, how you are sleeping, how you are recovering, probably is even more important than the training.
Yeah.
Because many people say no, you need to eat protein after working the gym, or you need I don't know some whey protein or creatine directly after, because the window no, it's not right. We have a lot of research that say that it's not important when. It's important that you take this creatine or you whey if you need, in this case, to build muscle, but the muscle is building in the night when you are resting, not during the day.
Okay.
Then if you are not resting good, you can have the best training in the gym, but you will not improve in the same quantity that if you are resting well. Then it's important at least to sleep not less than 7-8 hours for everyone.
Right.
And then in this moment, if we not only recover, not only regenerate your body, and you create and build muscle. This is very important. And of course, stress.
Yeah.
Now the problem is not only if you are speaking about normal people, about the job, about the family, about any problems, we are getting stress. This stress don't let you achieve your best version, your best version, and don't let you have a good performance. Because again, if you are worried, if you are not in a mental balance, you are not resting well,
Yeah.
and then you can do everything you want in the training, but you will not get the same results.
So again, for a professional athlete, is a full-time job that you have different pillars that you need to follow and take care.
Sure.
Because again, it's not about food, only the food. You need to sleep, recover, stress. So it's not for everyone. Right?
Yeah.
Not everyone is ready for that.
No.
It's
No, to develop a professional career as athlete, you need a strong mentality. Yeah, you need to be strong in your head, in your mind. This mindset is not for everyone, and even is not healthy for everyone, because some people they are getting problems in health about this stress, and then it's important to know one thing: if you want to be professional, to be ready for that. To have some difficult moments, and you need to develop this resilience to go over these problems. And for normal people, it's important to understand if to make a lot of sport or trainings is giving you some problems with your health, is not good.
yeah.
Then
You need to find the balance.
you need to reduce.
Right.
Most important thing is the balance.
Yeah.
To feel good with yourself daily, not only to have a target and a competition and have a bad life during this time to arrive to this moment. No, you need to feel good every day, and this is the best for you.
Yeah, I think the professional career is a big thing, right? As you said, it's not for everyone. You have a lot of challenges mentally in the personal life, because a lot of people only see the highlights, like a professional athlete, a professional football player, or a tennis player, paddle player. When they win a title, they say, oh, they have an amazing life, they're making a lot of money, but they don't see the work they have to put.
Yeah,
They have to give up a lot, right?
this is like an iceberg. Yeah, it's only the top,
Only the top,
but
you need
under
to see
this
what's
one,
happening on the bottom.
True.
Plus the help he or she, these athletes, they are getting from the family, the friends, the team behind. The team is very important. Like you have, again, football team, you have 20 players, but how many people you have in the
Around,
staff
yeah.
working for those players to perform well? From you, the physiotherapists, the coaches, everyone has the portion to help. So, and in the personal life, as you said, you call the normal people, not the professional athletes.
I mean, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
A lot of challenges as well, because I think those people, they have less support than a professional athlete. The professional athlete, you have the whole team, right?
Correct. These not professional people that follow a lot of information in social media, this is the dangerous situation, yeah, that not all the information is correct. And also, some people is getting injuries or getting frustration about the process, but they don't need that, because they have a job, they have a work, and it's like a hobby. But if a hobby gives you some problems, it's not good. This is the reality, this is the drama of the society, is the stress about the daily schedules. But for me, it's very important to understand the priorities. and to have a organization. If you try to follow a schedule for your life, not for your job, and step by step you get a good feeling for that, you will improve your life. It means if you know that it's mandatory to go to sleep early and you try to do every day, after 2 weeks, for you will be a habit. And it will help you to be more fresh in the morning, to have more energy with the kids, with the job, with everything. This is the first step, yeah? To put the focus in your resting time. If you are not resting well, if you are not sleeping well, you can do everything you want in your life. You will get stressed. This is the first thing. And then after that, try, is my opinion.
I agree with Pepe, and I think it's also the phase of your life. We're gonna have phases that you need to put the extra gear, put more effort at work. Sometimes we're gonna need to put more effort with the family. So it's always, and especially here with the environment that we live, it's high speed. Everything needs to be done quick. Everything is for yesterday. So when you see the week is over, you didn't get much done, and you have the expectations at home from wife, husband, the kids. But a big portion, I think, is the sleep. Put priorities, and again, sometimes you're gonna have to do a little bit more. Extra hours. It's normal. You have a special project that you need to deliver. You gotta do it. Or you have an important football game that you need to do the extra training, the extra hours. You need to stay overnight preparing because tomorrow is an important day. Doesn't mean you have to do this every day because no one can do it. And then you recover after. So it's, again, sounds easier than it is. Sometimes we forget.
It's much easier to recommend than to do.
Than to do.
Many things I recommend, after some days, I'm thinking I'm not doing. Because
you
forget, you don't have time, you are focusing your job with all the problems, but for sure, meditation helps a lot. I didn't believe I can do, because I'm a very active person. Everyone can do, but in any moment, you need to say, stop. When you are feeling that you are doing everything fast and you don't arrive, someday you need to stop. Because or you stop, or you will be sick.
Or your body is going to tell you to stop.
Stay home.
I thought stopping is every evening with the wine glass and next to the TV.
This is what the industry show us, that you need to be with alcohol, with a glass of wine, and watching TV. Maybe sometimes, but it's not the way. The way is
not
just to stop.
Day,
To stop. Can be just a walk, to read a book, or to watch a film. Can be, and to drink a wine, but not like it helped me to recover or to rest or to smoke. This is just kind of tool that the industry say to us it helps, but it's not the reality.
A lot of people, they want to perform, but they have a full-time job, family, kids. So to find the balance and not to stress your body
and your head, because it looks like you don't have time to arrive to everything, and then life is priority. First is your own life, and then extra.
But on the other side, there's some people that they take this as an excuse not to do exercise or not to eat well. I have a job, I don't have time, my family. So it's also difficult because some people, they go extreme. They don't sleep well, they sleep 4 or 5 hours per night because of the schedule. But then you have on the other side that people take lazy. That no, I don't have time, I need to be at work early. So it's difficult to find that, like you want to help people to be motivated, but I think that reflects a lot what they eat to don't have the energy, because it's a lot of studies. I think that's proved that 30% is exercise, 70% is food, or let's say 60% food, 10% sleep, or more, and then so a lot of people only get attached to the exercise, but they don't see the other side.
Always, balance is the question. To have balance, not one extreme, not other one, and even regarding the food, not only what to eat, and maybe it's more important what to don't eat. In this case, we can compare resting sleeping time with the exercise. How important is the resting, maybe even more than the training. And in this case, about the food is the same.
The food, yeah.
Even it's more important what to don't eat than what to eat. Because if you learn what to reduce or avoid, will be very easy for you to find the solution.
So you told me you follow the gluten-free and dairy-free diet plus fasting.
Yeah, intermittent fasting.
Intermittent. How many hours you do there?
It depends. It's also to know yourself, yeah, to get the feeling. For example, about the dairy is because I have a lactose allergy.
Okay.
Yeah? But in general, I can recommend to the people to don't drink a lot of milk, normal milk. If we are thinking about dairy, like yogurt, cheese, is different. This is much better because of the process of fermentation.
Okay.
Yeah? Even I eat yogurt, cheese, Greek yogurt. Try to better choice from sheep or than from cow, for example. Yeah. About the gluten is the same. I have allergy to wheat, not to all the cereals, but in general it's a good recommendation because now the quality of the cereals is not the same like 100 years ago. The process is much more from industry than natural, and you don't need this energy.
Okay.
It's more sugar. The product, the final product, is practically sugar. It's not carbs. And then you can take a good quality of carbs from another food, like potato, sweet potato, vegetables, of course, quinoa, buckwheat, that is gluten-free, because gluten, even if you don't have allergy, make inflammation for everyone. For everyone, is nothing that we need for our body, yeah? But you can choose another. Of course, we need carbs.
Yeah.
When you are having a more load or a competition. But the question, as I said, is not to eat or not, is what
to eat.
which is the choice, which is the right no?
So, have you eaten breakfast or not yet?
Not today, but it depends. Usually I have 2 meals per day.
Okay.
For example, yesterday I had 3 because I had this feeling for me, but I had an early dinner. That is an important topic. Okay. It's not only what you eat or not to eat and when you eat. Usually it depends of the country and the culture, but for example in Spain, in my country, is used to have the dinner late, and it's very bad. It's very bad. For everyone, recommendation is better to don't have a dinner or early dinner. Yeah, let's say not later than 8. And today I decided to don't breakfast. I didn't need that. Then I'm waiting for
getting
lunch.
Hungry.
No, I'm okay.
We can have this for.
You need
the chia,
you know,
chia pudding. You told me it's good.
This is a good example because when I started to change my approach about some digestion problems, then for me now it's already lifestyle, intermittent fasting. I got a little bit stressed when I reduced the quantity of meals, and then I couldn't be like now. Yeah, I get nervous to have food and not eating. But now for me, this is nothing.
Yeah, you can
because it's a mental control. You can say when you understand it's good for you, and you take the control of your brain, and it's your decision. It doesn't affect to you.
And I think when you see the difference, it's when you change the diet and you feel like you have more energy, it's changing the body, you get motivated as well, right?
This is the very important question that people say, okay, without food, I don't have energy, and it's the opposite. If you let your gut recover and make a good digestion, and you have more space, more time between the meals, you have more energy, because then you don't spend energy in the digestion, and then you are more focused about mentally, and you have energy to make many things. I think already 3 years doing training in the morning in fasting, and now I cannot train with some food even 3-4 hours after.
So you train in the morning before eating anything?
Every day.
Water and coffee?
Yes, water, maybe coffee, maybe tea. Again, coffee is not for everyone, because many research say that give us a good effect, but some people can have a kind of inflammation in the gut, and it's not for these people. It depends. We need to go individually. There is general recommendations, but everyone need to go step by step, try, and to feel is working for him or for her or not.
Oh, that's good, Pepe. Good to listen from you, to hear all these We talk a lot daily about this, but I think it's first time we have a full conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always a learning.
I think it would be also good to share your experience as athlete, because you have a lot of information about that. We're talking about that. You were trying with yourself because you are doing a triathlon and all these things. Maybe you can also explain a little bit your.
Yeah, no, as we talked at the beginning, depends on the sport. I always heard that you need to cut carbs, you need to cut carbs. I did a different sports before, from football, tennis, but when I started training triathlon, it was the opposite. People said, no, you need carbs because you need energy, because it's long hours. You know, you go cycling for 3 hours. How are you not gonna eat any carb? Like on the bike, you need the gels or the cereal bars. You need to fuel your body with the energy. Of course, sometimes it's impossible to eat the good thing. You need to go for the gels and stuff. But again, depends on the period of when you're training, you're approaching the race. We make fun that the best time for a triathlete is 4 days before the race, because then is the carb loading. So then you can eat a lot of carbs.
I have a comment for that, because it's very a lot of approaches. Yeah, I know people doing marathon, for example, following long time, even like a lifestyle, a keto diet without practically carbs, and doing the marathon in fasting.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, which is the reason? When we burn in keto, we can say, yeah, and our main metabolic pathway is fat, is not carbs. Because of our evolution as human being, yeah, because we were, I don't know, 4,000 years ago, people don't eat 5 or 3 times per day. Maybe sometimes don't eat 1 time per day. If it was bad for the health, we were not here now. We were not an animal living in the world. Our evolution was about fasting and fat metabolic pathway. But in our current culture, regarding the big quantity of carbs and sugar we are eating, we switch. And now our body forgot to use the fat as energy. Because of that, we can say it's a good recommendation for everyone to follow a low carb diet. It doesn't mean without carbs, with the right resources, and re-educate your body, your physiology, to again have a good performance with the fat pathway, metabolic pathway.
Yeah. I think it's, as we
and sorry, in the quantity of energy you get from the fat is like I don't know, 10 times more than from the carbs, because it's more efficient in our mitochondria, where we create the energy with fat, and this oxygen process, we get much more energy. But if your body forgot this, you cannot do. And then because of that, you need a lot of carbs. It's like a process, but it's not working for everyone.
Yeah.
Not say, okay, I'm going to run tomorrow 20 kilometers in fasting with, okay, not, because you need a time and
need to adapt the body. Try,
sure. Even many players, already professional players, they are training in fasting. That before it was like crazy, to think about that.
Yeah, no, I think we gotta try and see what works better. Again, each body, each person, we react different.
Sure.
Some people, I know they go for crazy for the pasta 4 days before the race. Some people go for sushi. Some people just a small portion of carbs. They focus on the protein. They go for heavy meat. Again, trying and see how you react.
And feel.
I tried fasting before. It was good. At the beginning, it's very challenging until you adapt the body. But if it's working for you, doesn't mean it's gonna work for me, for them.
Sure.
We need to try. And again, it's the balance of everything. It's not only one thing to do that is gonna.
It's not only nutrition.
No.
Nutrition is important, because in our healthy gut, we have the 80% of the immunity system cells. Then if our gut is not working good, and there is a lot of inflammation, we have problems with our health. But it doesn't mean that it's only about nutrition. Nutrition is a big part, but you need a mental balance, a good relation with in your job, with your family, with your friends, and to get fun about your life.
Exactly. Life should be fun. Life is short.
Yes,
So,
only
right? Only one.
people say only one.
Only one.
Some people believe there is not only one, but
Oh, but I agree. Is finding a good environment where you can have everything. Okay, it's not every day is gonna be the best day. You're gonna have
this is the problem of social media, that we think we need to be
Happy every day.
in a film every day. No. Life sometimes is difficult. Important is to
keep strong.
keep strong.
Yeah. Okay, Pepe. I think we approaching the time to eat something. No?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Funny enough, because I had dinner last night, but I haven't eaten anything yet. So
Okay.
I can say I'm
You-
fasting
we,
like
we
you
have the
today.
same feeling.
So just coffee.
Nothing happened.
Time
Yeah.
to-
We are alive. We have food, but we decide to don't
Yeah.
eat.
So
And
we
it's not
can
a
we
problem.
can eat and watch the rest of the football training.
Yeah.
Enjoy the Friday, and it was good to have you here in the show. More challenge for next year.
For sure.
Thank you, Pepe.